Hi, in this video we are going to solve question number 48 which appeared in GATE 2020 from mathematical physics. The question is, if x is equal to summation k is equal to 1 to infinity ak sine of kx, where x is ranging from minus pi to plus pi, then what is the value of a2? This is an NET type of question. We have to solve the question and then write the answer in the form of numerical value. So in order to solve the question, first you will just expand the right hand side. You will run over the summation. So you will get x is equal to a1 sine of x plus a2 sine of 2x plus a3 sine of 3x up to infinity. Now since you have to find this coefficient a2, what you will do is that you will multiply both sides with sine of 2x. So you will get a1 sine of x sine of 2x plus a2 sine square 2x plus a3 sine of 3x sine of 2x up to infinity. Now you will integrate both sides. With respect to x, and limit will be minus pi to pi as given in the question itself. So you will get a1 minus pi to pi sine of x sine of 2x dx plus a2 minus pi to pi sine square 2x dx. Similarly, a3 minus pi to pi sine of 3x sine of 2x dx up to infinity. Now we can simplify this equation by using a property where the integral of sine of nx sine mx dx is equal to 0 where when m is not equal to n. So this integral is always equal to 0. It can be easily proved also, and the reason is that this sine nx and sine mx, both these functions are orthogonal to each other. So following the orthogonal property, we can say that this integral will turn out to be 0. So using this property in equation, you can write the equation 2. So using the equation 2 in equation 1, all this integral where m is not equal to n, for example this integral where the m is say 2, n is 3, so they are not equal, this will vanish out. Similarly, your first integral will vanish out, and all the subsequent high integral will also vanish out, because in that case also m is not equal to n. So what we are left with is that we are left with, on the left hand side we have x of sine 2x dx, and on the right hand side we have sine square 2x dx. Now we have to solve this integral. First of all, we can use the property of even function. As you know, if we have function fx, and if we replace x with minus x such that f of minus x is equal to f of x, then all those functions where f of minus x is equal to fx are called even function, and all those functions where f of minus x is equal to minus of fx, they're called odd functions. So if we replace in x sine 2x, if we replace x with minus x, so what we'll get is that if we just replace x with minus 2x, so we'll get minus x times sine of minus 2x, which is nothing but x of sine 2x. So your f of minus x, which is given by this, is equal to f of x. So this is an even function. So in that case, we can just replace the limits by 0 to pi, 2 times 0 to pi, x of sine 2x. Similarly, your right hand side is also an even function because there is a square term. So you will be left with this integral to solve. Okay, integral 4. Okay, now you can use a property where suppose you have function cos of 2x, so it can be written as 1 minus 2 sine square x. So you can just use this property in this our right hand side. So you will get 0 to pi. Sine square 2x can be written as 1 minus cos 4x by 2. This will cancel out. So we're left with a2, 0 to pi, 1 minus cos 4x dx. So this is the integral which we need to solve. Now we can solve this. Using Eilert rule. So your left hand side can be solved using Eilert rule, and right hand side can be solved using simple integral. Simple integration, sorry. So this is the first function, this is second. So what we'll get is 2 minus x, integral of sine of 2x will give cos 2x by 2, minus sign will come, 0 to pi. Differentiation of first function, which is 1, integral of second function, which is again minus cos 2x by 2, so this minus will become plus, so cos 2x by 2, and this whole thing will be, limits will be given, and right hand side will give us x minus an integral of cos 4x will give sine of 4x by 4, limit is pi to 0. Again you will solve this, minus x cos 2x by 2, integral of this will be, integral of cos 2x will be sine of 2x by 2, so it will become sine of 2x by 4, pi 0. Then you just have to put in the limits, so it will be pi minus sine of 4 pi by 4 minus 0, and this thing we know that sine 2 pi is also, like, if we have, this is sine pi, sine of x, so x is at 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi, so at all values of pi, like integral material of pi, sine 4 pi will turn out to be 0, so this term is also 0, so you're left with only a2 pi. And when you put in the limits on the left hand side, you'll get minus pi cos of 2 pi by 2 plus sine 2 pi by 4 minus 0 and minus 0 is equal to a2 times pi. Sine 2 pi by 4 is again 0, this 2 will cancel, cos 2 pi by its property is equal to 1, so we are left with minus pi on the left hand side, and so pi will cancel out, so you will get a2 is equal to minus 1. So in this way you have arrived at the answer, a2 is equal to minus 1, so your answer will be minus 1. So this is a general approach through which you can solve this kind of question. We have to find the coefficients. Thank you for watching this video.
you.